Hang in, hello, Let's Play fans, it's your pal Berg787 back with a brand new episode of XCOM Long War, Beta 15. Right, a little bit of house cleaning in between episodes. I've offered it out there if people do want to have their names in the game, and I've had 2 takers so far, and the requests have been guy low level, actual name Adam, but we're going to go with low level, which is his avatar name on YouTube. He requested to be a sniper. However, I do only have one sniper at the moment, and it's a woman, so I don't think he wants to be a girl. I mean, I can make him a girl. I don't know, let me know. But I'd probably wait until we get a guy who's a sniper and I'll make him that. And also a chap called Kai Novak who specifically asked for someone Asian and as a scout or an assault. So China looks pretty good. There's K Novak. It's pronounced K. I'm not mispronouncing it, apparently, anyway. He says it's a K, so we'll go with the K. Anyway, so that's a little bit of house cleaning in between. Where did we leave things off? Oh yes, that's right, we had an abduction, a light one in Cape Town, so where is it? Urban block. Alright, cool, shouldn't be nothing too sinister. We'll take a couple of our specialists though. In fact, I think Kay is going to get to go on his first mission as his new name. We will take the assault. Just trying to think. Kind of would like an engineer as well. Is this support for an engineer? Yeah, it is indeed. A grenadier, rather, I should say. Didn't actually do my squad beforehand. Normally I do. We'll take an infantry. And we'll take 2 rookies as well, because it's fairly early on. I think we still need to be levelling them up. Meanwhile, okay, so the scout. Since we're not taking a gunner or a sniper, I wouldn't actually mind someone with a little... Oh no, but I don't have the marksman's rifles upgrade yet, do I? I still haven't built that. No, I'm thinking of my other game that I'm playing offline. So, no. So, you will continue being a shotgun scout for the time being. We can put you on tack vest. We shall give you the ceramic plating. 6 health points altogether is fine for now. We might need to bump that up a bit later on, though, as the enemies get a bit trickier and tougher. Flashbang. No, let's take a battle scanner. Alright, so that was a long pause there, wondering what to do. The assault, Mr. Sultan Yusuf. Could also kind of pull the same trick with you, but I kind of like my assaults just to be a bit more beefy because they do get themselves in slightly more hairy situations. We'll give you ceramic plating anyway, so you should really be sort of well adversed against any of the kind of rigours that might come your way. We'll give you a medkit. Engineer. As I normally like to have, you can have the carbine and some APs and HE grenades, depending on who might come your way, and we'll also quickly change your coloration to that. That's good, more of an army colour, and also you as well. I actually forgot to do that for Mr. Sultan. There we go, and Sultan, just so you know, I do normally like to have my infantries with these little helmets, so there you go, with your moustache still showing. No, actually, that was an assault. Assault can have it as well. It is the infantry. Sorry, even though I was saying infantry, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Laser sight and the extra ammo. Obviously, if you're firing twice, you want to make the most of that. Everything else there is pretty cool, other than the fact that we need to change, again, his colour scheme. Not to that turquoisey blue, that's for sure. And you're good to go. Alright, cool. As for our 2 rooks, we're still early enough where I don't mind using the carbines. And then giving them, say, like a battle scanner and another medkit. You never know, just in case things go a little bit awry. Actually, you know what? You can keep the medkit. I'm just going to swap it out of my assault. My assault can have... What can my assault have? Give him a HE grenade. And Mr. Stein, or Miss Stein, Emma Stein. I'll give you the assault rifle. And you can have the battle scanner as well. So we got a couple of battle scanners. Actually, 3 battle scanners is probably a bit too much. I probably don't need 3. Tell you what you can have instead. Actually, no, you keep the battle scanner. And we'll swap you for a flashbang. See, this is why I like to do this off camera and then explain to you my choices afterwards. But anyway, there you go. There's our team. Scout, assault, engineer, infantry on this urban block, which is a fairly close-quartered map. Don't really have great range capability, but it's light, so this is more sort of just sort of babysitting these guys to get them trained up, and we should be fine. I do like to take, even on a map like this where it is fairly close-quartered, I do like to take sort of like at least a gunner with the LMG or a sniper, or if you've got a scout, with the marksman rifle, just for that bit of range, because there is a few rooftops usually in these levels and stuff like that, and you can really take advantage of them, but looks like we're going to be more of a sort of boom, boom, boom. Actually, I really wish I had the sniper or a gunner in this level. This is the thanks, Bradford. Yeah, this is the truck stop level now. You either start off in the car park, make your way through the trucks, or you start off really behind this sort of garage petrol station type thing. But yeah, okay, we'll see where we start. Either way, I don't particularly mind. You just got to be a little bit careful when you kind of come into these middly areas that you don't start activating too much. But again, it is light alien activity, so we shouldn't have too much problem. There's the... Looks like we are starting behind, or are we? I don't know, I can't quite tell from where we are. Okay, we have started in the car park, basically. So we go this way, and that takes us to where the petrol pumps are and all that, so we'll follow this way. Just trying to think what's going to be the best way to kind of go here. Again, they are a little bit liable to sort of activate maybe two pods here, because you can get them over here, especially the one that's patrolling. There's usually one station around there and another that kind of patrols back and forth, and you could activate one here and then accidentally stumble into another one here, and then you're a little bit screwed. But it's a bit tricky negotiating cover around these big trucks. I think this is usually the way I like to come in when I start from the other way, so we might as well try and go out that way as well. Alright, first things first, where is Kai? Or K, rather, sorry. Even though you specifically said it's K. I'll still call you Kai from time to time. Alright, there we go. Move you forward, that's all good. Assault. Come forward, it looks like we're going to be able to run into this next bit fairly quickly. Assault, why don't you join them on their shoulder? You can come here. We'll probably throw one of our two battle scanners early doors. Why I'm activated? Yeah, so just to see if there is anyone where they might be. I don't want to go up on the roof bit there. Should I throw it more like over there? Alright, that should be fine. I'll give me an idea if anyone's behind here. Then we'll work out where we want to go for our next turn, depending on what we see. Doesn't seem like there's anyone over there, so that's kind of all fine. We'll go on Overwatch and see if we can hear any pitter-patter. Okay, couldn't quite get any ideas as to where that sound was coming from, even with my headset. So, we'll be a little bit careful here. Well, we know there's no one over there, so I can, in theory, just sort of move over here. It's not going to activate by looking around the corner. There might be someone down this way, though. Oh, right, it is. Okay, so up there on the roof. It's only two, though. That's fine. Can they flank me from where they are? Could he move all the way over here? I don't think he can move that far to flank me, so we should be alright where we are. The key thing here is trying to get more people over to be able to do something about him, so... Well, having the infantry here in some heavy cover would help. Just a little bit concerned. We haven't moved anyone anywhere yellow moved, so if we were to activate there by moving a bit further forward, we could always move him back. But well, the infantry, but he'd be in heavy cover and everything would be in front of him, so he'd be fine. As for the rest of these chups, we'll just have to gradually make our way forward. So here would be well, actually, line of sight would be a bit tricky to get them on the roof. I could send some people round this way as well, but I don't want to split them up too much. That's how you end up activating a bit too much, so... We'll gradually make our way over. As I said, I'm pretty sure we're fine in terms of line of sight, in terms of the possibilities of being flanked from the roof. I don't think he's got the movement to move across and shoot from all the way over there. If he does, well done. No, I didn't think he did. And that's it. Come down. That's what I like to see. Good move there, Sectoid. So what's he got on Overwatch? Oh, they've both gone on Overwatch. Right, okay. And we can't see either from here, so it's just you who can see him. Don't really like tripping two Overwatches, it must be said, because you are more likely to be hit by the second one. But I don't really have a massive choice here in what to do. So I suppose we will risk it for a biscuit. I think we'll be hit by both, and that should be fine. So we will come forward. Come on, miss! Okay, they both missed, but you never like doing two. Never, ever, ever like doing two. If you can avoid it... Okay, we have activated two more. Kind of figured that might happen, but it's fine. It's all kind of in front of us. We're in heavy cover here. I actually might be able to... A little bit of a risk to maybe take that shot. I can always run and gun with my assault should I not kill. I feel fairly confident about killing him. 75%. What? 3 out of 4. If I hit, he's dead. We'll take the shot. There we go, Kay. Good start for you, my friend. Alright, we will run our assault up there as well. Get him in heavy cover. Unfortunately, our infantry can't really see anyone from over there, which is a bit of a drag, but we'll be alright. The rest of you chaps, you're all good. I want to keep my infantry in heavy cover, especially as these start to advance, which I would imagine they will. Pop you two. You're actually not going to be able to get all the way over there, which is a little bit of a shame, so we'll have to keep you a bit behind, because I don't want... these two are hunkering down. I don't want to leave Sergio standing upright in half cover, so we'll put him here. We'll put him on Overwatch. You two, you can actually see someone, but only a 24% chance of hitting. I don't really like those odds, and I'd be hunkering you down anyway, in that half cover there. There's enough enemies there that you could be punished for it. And we'll put you on Overwatch and see what they got. They'll probably use some mind attacks, I would imagine. I'd prefer if they shot, just because they've got much less chance of hitting. And our hunkered down and full cover troops, but you know, the mind attacks most likely what's going to be coming. All this heavy cover's annoying me slightly. Are you going to take a shot or are you going to mind? Oh, you are going to shoot. Okay, that's fine. By all means, suppress. I'm happy with that. Oh, wow, he hit. Alright, well, maybe I should keep my mouth shut about what he can do or what he can't do. Alright, okay. Well, first things first. I have to start blowing some stuff up, I think. Where are our medkits? Do you actually have one? Alright. We only took one medkit, did we? Yeah, I suppose I flipped a few out. Right. I could run you all the way here and shoot him, but that would be fairly risky. We might still do it, though. What I'm actually going to do is move... Do I need to move? Can I... My engineer stays here. Could throw this over here and blow that up, actually. Alright, that'll be fine. We'll blow up that cover. I'll blow him up as well. I wasn't quite sure whether that would work or not, but at least I was going to blow away the cover, basically. That was my plan. 27%. Well, you do get 2 attempts at 27%. I think I'll take the 2 attempts. Alright, not great. But, again, you're in no danger here. He missed with both, but hey-ho, whatever. It's fine. He's still suppressed. Now, theory again, I could move here. The problem is with this move, if I come here and don't actually kill him with my shotgun, which could easily happen, I might actually even end up activating more as well, so it's a tricky one. I could move over here, completely out the way, and then sneak round on the next turn. I think that's probably the more prudent move. We'll do that. We don't want to do too much activating. What we also want to do is get some of our people who can shoot from distance, like Emma Stein, into a little bit of cover. I will put a bit of an Overwatch on. I don't really want them coming nearer, and you can hunker down. You should be absolutely fine hunkering down. And can you get up here? You can. In theory, I could bring him over here. He could come around here. I mean, he'd be dead if he came around there the next turn, but it wouldn't bode well for Sergio either. So we'll bring Sergio up and hunker him down as well. Now, the person who I'm most worried about is our Grenadier, but well, I suppose I could have flashbanged to get rid of that suppression, but he wasn't really going to go anywhere anyway, so that's fine. We'll just hunker you down for the time being and see what they do. Yeah, they're going to take a shot at my Grenadier now. Yep, missed, thank God for that. And you've got an Overwatch. Alright, well, I've got the perfect man to bust the Overwatch. I hold K over here. Special K. But I'm a little bit worried about maybe activate... Oh no, he can't quite get round. I thought he would be able to get round. Okay. I could come here and see what the odds are. Thing is, I might activate as well. Alright. Well, moving forward's not going to be the worst idea in the world anyway. Even if we do activate, it'll still all be in front of us. And it'll mean our other people can move as well, because that Overwatch will have been triggered. So, come on, Kay. Come forward. You managed to dodge 2 in one round. I was going to say, I'd be pretty annoyed if you got hit by the 1. We still haven't activated. What are our chances? 90%? Not super excited about 90s, it must be said. The problem is having a backup plan if it misses, because, 9 out of 10, there is that one that does miss, so a little bit of a risk. Alright, well, you come forward.
Alien object in sight.
Could you reach? I could do a little bit of damage, but I don't think that would kill from there, that's the problem. Alright. How to deal with this problem? Well, I suppose we'll just keep moving forward here. There's no point not advancing. What we could do, worst comes to worst, we could put a bunch of overwatches on. That would stop him from maybe wanting to come over, even though he would be pretty near to shoot if he wanted to. But then again, we missed, he might miss. I would like to get you a bit nearer, but that's only half cover, isn't it? It's a little bit of a risky half cover, but we'll get you nearer there. Alright, we'll take the risk. You gotta risk it for a biscuit sometimes. 90%. Well done, Kay. Good job indeed. And you're still in heavy cover. We'll put a overwatch on you. We won't put an overwatch with the people in half cover, just because we're not under as much stress or pressure here. So you guys go hunker down. You can go... What are your odds? I don't think they're very good. Yeah, 1 in 4. Not great. Maybe on the next round, though, if we all move into heavy cover, I can start pumping some 25% shots at him just through... Oh, is he hunkered down? Alright, well, that's hunkered down for death. There should be another group over there, so I'm still a little bit wary. Still a little bit wary, but we'll come over here. See if we activate. If we do, we can always run back. But we haven't done, so that's good news. Take that. Shotgun to the face always seems to work quite nicely. Now, I don't want to activate anyone who might be in the shop who I haven't seen. Most likely they'll be behind the store, but that's not a guarantee, so let's not try and stick... Just try and stick to this side of the map, basically, is what I'm saying. You can come forward and reload. You come forward into this heavy cover. You reload. You can come up to here, because that's fine. We know... Oh, that's taking a little bit of a weird path, though. I'm not super happy about that. It'll be fine. Alright. All good. And finally, just get you up to the front as well. Or as far forward as we can. There you go. You can hang out next to you of a rookie. And we might even actually use the med kit. Well, we can't quite, I think, this turn. Well, obviously, because you moved as well. Like, you went full move. But that's fine. Alright, maybe we can get this... I think it's going to expire now, to be honest. Has it not? Oh, excellent. Okay, so we'll get this meld. That's very nice. Can we get it with our assault? We can. So I'd rather use the scout, because he can move a bit further. I can rather use K just to have a look. Doesn't seem to be anyone over there. So cool, we've got the meld. Now, normally I like going on roofs, but this roof going... If you're going to attack people from behind is a rather risky roof because you've got no cover. Coming this way to attack is fine because you do have some cover. But yeah, as you can see, going back, that's not cover there anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. So it's a little bit risky. So what we're going to have to do is basically go through... Should we go through the building? So I'm pretty sure they are behind, but we have to kind of stick to this side to not let them see us. I suppose we can work it out in a sec. We'll get the the scout to start moving this way. We could send a team around the other way as well, but... Yeah. Maybe. Alright, yeah, in fact we will do that, go on. We'll see, but we won't put anyone on a sprint move just yet, since we're going 2 different ways. You'd hate to sort of activate a group while you've had some people who have already sprinted, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, fuck. That's how you lose people pointlessly. But as we have moved everywhere where we're going to move to reveal new areas, we're more than happy to sprint with Jinsu Lee. And you might as well just come forward a few steps as well. There's no reason not to. I should have kind of used that medkit on him, but never mind. Be fine. Okay, so they probably are on this side, actually. Alright, interesting. Are we going to see them? Not quite. It's a little bit of a tricky alley to get them if they are actually in it, because that obviously van counts as heavy cover. But we shall see. Sergio, you see anyone? Yep, okay, so there's 3 of them. That's fine, they are scrambling back. I think that is actually going to be the rest of them as well. I don't think there's going to be any more than that. Alright, Sergio, we know they're there. You come over here. And you, I suppose, we don't want to run you into hard... Well, I could run you all the way into the corner over here. But then you have to run all the way round. Not the greatest idea in the world there, Berg, I don't think. Alright, come over here. You should be fine there. As for these chappies, I could run them in through the building. But I think I might still go round anyway. Actually, fuck it, we'll come in. Alright, go in that way. That's not a sprint, is it? I did move the blue move. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I want to put you on here, just in case someone comes to the window. I don't really want anyone taking pot shots at you when you're not hunkered down. It just gives a random stray shot, and that's the end of you. I mean, we'd hate to lose an assault. They're very valuable. We'll put you there. Now, you could actually do with a bit of a heal. Not a heal, rather, a reload, but I don't really have that luxury right now. I couldn't really move you into full cover and reload there, so we'll leave it as it is. You boys go on Overwatch, and we'll see what they do. What you gonna do? If we do this quick enough, we should be able to get that other meld as well. Alright, okay, so they're right by this window, are they? Shame we don't have the engineer here. We could blow that wall apart and fuck him up. He could be, in theory, looking through that window. So, with that in mind, I will use the scout. Oh, then again, if the scout runs up... Well, I'll move the scout over... Just trying to think, where would I want to position the scout? Because we could move him here and then next turn have him actually just jump through the window and shoot whoever's there, but... In fact, I quite like that idea, so let's do that. Okay, we're good. Again, kind of... Can you see from there? Alright, a little bit of a... Oh, you do have a heat grenade, so I could actually blow up that wall, but... Alright, let's do that. I kind of like that idea. We've got the the infantry standing over there ready. Did that not actually blow up where their cover was? I think it blew up where one of their covers was, so that's fine. Yeah, you've got a pretty nice shot on one of them. That should be a kill. Good, that's one down. As for you, you can skedaddle into here. Not sure if you're going to be able to see the other one, but if he does decide to try and come into the building to cause us any grief, we will overwatch. You can overwatch as well. Can we get anyone else over here? Just so... Yes, we can actually. So we've got 3 overwatches over here, just in case they do try and assault into the building. Should be able to fuck them up. And there's no... Has that blown a hole in the back wall? It has. Okay, that's interesting. That means this way is a bit of a viable way to try and shoot at them as well. So, come over here. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to get eyes on them, but it's full cover and he can't run all the way over there. We could, in theory, throw a flashbang as well, because I'm just a bit worried if he runs out here and we don't actually kill him. So maybe it would be a decent idea just to throw a flashbang. Because he could, I mean, he could, you see where he is? He could run all the way over here and then hide here, and then he's got a flank on my scout. I mean, we could miss him with all 3 of our overwatches. It's not out of the question, so why don't we just try and flashbang him? I don't think... that should flashbang him, I'm presuming. Always a bit weird when you're doing it. Yeah, he's disorientated. That's fine. That should be alright. Okay, or that can happen where his buddy goes and then he activates it. We did hit him, though, with one of our overwatches. I think only one could see. Looks like the engineer. That's fine. That's fine and dandy. The question is, how do we want to do this? We could... how far can the assault go? Can the assault run and gun all the way out there? Not quite to guarantee that that would be a kill, which is slightly worrisome. We don't have any... Oh, we do have another heat grenade. In theory, I could blow away his cover again. Probably kill him, though, to be honest. Let's see. We can't actually get a flank over here, rather annoyingly. Not a million miles from it, must be said, but we just can't. So we will move up over here. It's a tricky situation, this. I'm not sure whether I actually want to... Alright, I'll tell you what we can do. This might be the better way to do it. K, you come forward, bust his Overwatch. Thought it hit him there for a second. But that's fine. Can you see him? Yeah, it's 100%. So that's a kill. Good. K's been a beast in this mission. But the thing is, that wall shouldn't blow up the one that he's actually on. The ones next to him would be a little bit more precarious. We'll get Jisoo Lee in there. He can see, can he? Excellent. Okay, well, we'll take 242%ers. Oh, that was close. We only need one little lick on him. Oh, you know what? I can actually go around this way. All right, well, we'll try and do it without the without it. See if our engineer can get the kill. He can't. All right, never mind.
Negative damage.
You can't move again. We could try and get the kill for the rookie. Because I know he's out in the open there, but our assault can run and gun to kill him, I've seen. So we will try one more. No, we couldn't get it. Never mind. So you're going to have to go and finish off the job, Sultan. There we go. That's a flank. And that's brown bread for you. And we will get that meld, which is excellent. See ya! Fantastic. Just a little bit annoyed that our assault actually got shot during the mission. But, hey ho, these things can happen. Fly! Fly! Hopefully, our rookies got promoted. I'm sure one of them got a kill at least. No, only K got a promotion, but that's a good thing. On scouts, it depends. I mean, if you like to use a scout specifically as the marksman, then Lone Wolf's not the worst thing to go, but I would still pick holo targeting in that regard anyway. Gunsling is kind of handy to have as well, especially if you're playing in this kind of shotgun assault type scout. But I do try and play with a bit of both. So I find holo targeting is very good, because even with the shotgun, it doesn't matter if you've only got a 1% shot; it still activates holo targeting on the guy. So it's quite handy to have on a scout, full stop, because they're usually the guys towards the front finding new enemies and whatnot. So we'll take holo targeting there on K. Wonderful. Shame that none of our rookies got promoted, but hey ho, what can you do? Got 21 meld though. That's always good, and we got 80 cash. Anything we can build? We've got that satellite uplink coming. We could, in theory, build that access lift and then start saving up for... In fact, I think that actually might be a good idea, yeah. And then start saving up for the thermo generator. That's kind of why we built that fusion generated air. So yeah, okay, we will do that. What else could we have spent our money on? I suppose we could have bought another ship, which isn't the worst thing in the world. But, whatever. We'll leave it at that. Let's go search for a new mission. There's our satellite, but we've got nothing else to do for now. We'll actually have the satellite up. Oh, yes, 6 sectoid corpses for 1 scientist. Absolutely. There we go. Keep scanning. Alien weaponry, only 9 more days.
Commander, we're detecting a new much larger than anything we've previously encountered.
Well,
I recommend we scramble our best equipped fighters if we're going to engage that ship.
Let's just go and have a look. I'm not actually going to engage it. Just going to go and have a look. Show we did something.
We have eyes on the bandit.
Run away.
We lost the bubble.
Alright, well, there's nothing I can do about it, so we'll just have to leave it, and hopefully it lands as an abduction. And it does. Good. Alright.
Commander, we're receiving several urgent requests
In Baltimore.
There are abductions in progress at each marked site on the hologlobe.
Yeah, Bradford, I know. Okay, cool. What is it? A roadway. Okay. Got our snipers ready. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that's fine. We're going to put a cut here. I'm going to end this episode here. I will pick my team and then we'll pick it up next time on the roadway. We'll see where we go with that. But if you enjoyed the episode, please hit the like button, leave your comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the roadway in Baltimore. Bye-bye.